y'all. We're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Libra. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Libra. Now Libra, right before I press record, I kept on getting Taylor Swift. I like Taylor. I feel like Taylor be getting off, right? But I kept on getting that blank stare. First I got blank stare and then I got that shake it off, right? So I don't know if you're in the process of more so healing or getting over a situation where you more so just took a risk, like got into something, you know what I mean? Like I really can't even explain it because it's really given like with no expectations or something like that. Because with that blank stare, off top, like, okay, so, you know, she come in and she say, nice to meet you, where you been? And then she be like, I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven sent. I saw you there and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game. You want to play, is what she said. And then she said, new money, suit and ties. I could read you like a magazine. Ain't it funny? Rumors lie. And I know you heard about me. So, hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport in my hand. I could make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's kind of like a honeymoon phase. Like, more so getting into something, knowing you already know what it look like. You can already feel it, but you just like to hell with it. You know what I mean? I'm going to run my best fade type energy. Look, and then after I shuffle the deck, we got nice guy on the bottom of the deck. So that's what I'm saying. Because how that second verse come in. Damn, how that second verse come in. Because that second verse really went up. Because, you know, the chorus, she says, so it's going to be forever or it's going to go up in flames. You could tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. I got a long list, all ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane because, you know, I love the players and you love the game. But because we're young and reckless, we'll take it way too far. It'll leave you breathless or with a nasty scar. And then I got a long list, all ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane, but I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name, is what she said. Damn, so how did that come in? Because she say something, and then she say I could make all the tables turn. She said rose garden full with thorns, keep you second guessing like, oh my God, who is she? I get drunk on jealousy, but you'll come back each time you leave. And then she say, oh no, how she do that? Damn. Hey, I just know she went in and she like the whole personality flipped. But I don't that shit wild. And then, you know, on that Shake It Off, she was talking shit like about what people were saying about her and how she don't care what nobody got to say. She just keep moving, you know, she shake that shit off. Cause she even said like something about her going on too many dates, but she can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. You remember how she said, I got nothing in my brain. I can't, hey, first card out, baby. We got destruction, a tower. Something has been broken completely down. Something has changed. Something done shifted. You know what I mean? Something done ended, and it seems like everything is up in the air right now. Endings. It's some type of blockage or something like that. Or the end of a road. The situation has went as far as, you know what I mean, it could go. It needed to go. Dealing with life cycles. It seems like something more so was fated. Like it just had to happen this way. You got rich guy energy. This is King of Pentacles. You know, something may have ended with the King of Pentacles, or something may be going on with somebody's stability or the way that they are seen when it comes to this community energy. This community is a group of people who agreed, you know, it seemed like they may have offered some type of support or something like that to this King of Pentacles due to them holding the same perspective or something like that, or the same view on a situation, just being in agreement. You have ascending. So somebody is outgrowing a situation, or even with this group of people, it might be multiple people that's now outgrowing a situation, gaining enlightenment about a situation. And it seems like somebody may need some type of help when it comes to this ascending energy. Again, with the unpredicted or unpredictable phases, but you have a relationship in the reverse. So it's giving somebody act something out. Look, thief. Due to a thief energy, somebody trying to take something. Somebody trying to be forceful with some type of energy. Somebody may have tried to take somebody's happiness, or it's something about a comfort, the joy when it came to a relationship. Somebody was not who they presented themselves to be. What's this destruction? Just like the song say, what I just say. I gotta look that up. You got ritual when it comes to this destruction. So it's been some type of breakdown to a certain action that somebody was taking. Some type of ritualistic behavior. So, you know, that speaks of steps being stepped, like prescribed steps. If you do this way, then this should go this way type energy. It has a lot to do with the influence that somebody had in the situation. You have priest in the reverse. So somebody does not have the rank or the spiritual rank, the spiritual understanding in order to maneuver the way that they were trying to. Somebody might be dealing with some type of insecurities and some type of raw emotions or something like that. You have faith and bliss. So with this priest in the reverse, somebody was operating off of faith. Or honestly, with this situation as well too, it may have been the faith that you were able to maintain in the situation which got you through this. But you also got to understand, like I said, somebody was taking certain steps and they was having faith that whatever actions it was that they was taking was going to give them happiness. It's a back and forth energy because somebody is very happy alone in isolation. Look, you have chakras. It's something with your energy being aligned or your energy being in the upright. You having a different perspective, seeing things differently than how you have seen them before. And you have soulmate energy, which came out sideways. So it's giving me that you're not viewing somebody as a soulmate, or you're not feeling like their idea for you. With this work, labor, and efforts in the reverse, is giving me that this person don't put in the work, or they don't want to put in the work. I'm hearing something about somebody being lazy. Somebody feeling they could F their way to the top is what I just heard. I don't know what somebody on. Give me one more for this work, labor, and efforts in the reverse. You got change. Yeah, so it seems like that made a change in the situation, or you decided to make a change, an isolated change, to do something on your own. You may have changed jobs or changed looks or something like that as well too. It's some type of pop out energy right here though. She bodying. I don't know. And look, the nice guy, she bodying. She bodying. What's these endings about? You got self-love when it comes to this ritual. So whatever it was that somebody was doing was targeted at your self-love when it came to this blockage. You have divine masculine in the reverse when it comes to this priest. That's what I'm saying. Somebody holds no divinity, and they're not a priest. Somebody is very arrogant, like a narcissist energy is somebody that you was dealing with. They was trying to break you down, trying to take, you know, that self-love that you have. Right, turn that divine feminine in the reverse, because you seen how she tried to spin little baby around and how I still ended up bringing her up in the upright. Yeah, stop playing with me. It's something with some type of sacred knowledge that you have, sacred protection, purity is what I'm hearing. Also with the standing firm in your faith, like you are knowing. And with this almost sure, somebody is like expecting you to be happy, or expecting you to be fulfilled, or expecting you to be joyful. You know what I mean? When it comes to these life cycles, it's something about your energy. Yeah, jealous, envious. That's what a person is pissed off about. It's something with their heart though, because it's making it stand out with this jealousy and envious being next to this heart chakra, and this shirt being green on here, even with the yellow being highlighted as well. Like I said, that ego. Somebody is sour in the inside. And they're expecting karma. They karma, you know what I mean? Karma, dharma, however it goes, full circle. They're expecting something to come in full circle. And they feel a certain type of way about you being able to move on without them, is what it is with that soulmate in the reverse. Move on from this relationship or move on from something. Look, third party and unbothered. Baby, moved on from this third party energy. Some was lingering in the background when it came to the work, labor, and efforts. That's why they was in the reverse. Some wasn't working. So you had to sacrifice the situation, sacrifice the dynamic, hell, sacrifice a relationship, let go of the person. And again, it seems like you are unbothered with this change or something like that. With this 9 energy, speaks of hermit, you know what I mean, soul searching, isolation, like you going internal. It's something about truth. You can stomach the truth. Look, move on. Soulmate in the reverse. Actual money is what it came out across. So you got some money on some. Look, divinity. Hey, and then the clouds open up and God said, I love you. You know, I love you. That's what they wanted. See, now with this rich guy energy, when it came to this actual money pouring down, you know, in your self-love, somebody knew that you was very abundant, that you were able to manifest actual money. You may actually be financially set. It's something with actual money. Like you being able to bring things into the 3D type shit. You know what I mean? So that's also why they continuously did this ritual on this self-love, or why this rich guy, this King of Pentacles energy, continuously did, you know, this ritual. They saw like actual money in your divinity. It's something about your devotion, again, and a justice. You got North Node and South Node when it came to this divine feminine energy. So somebody was more so keeping you between planes, is what I'm hearing you. Keeping you between realms, keeping you between dimensions, keeping you at a cross between doing what you know you should do and then doing the opposite, is what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go on ahead and put that right, because we already know who and what you're devoted to, you know. But what did I say? She said she could make the bad guys good for a weekend. You know, that mean that you like risky shit. You like, you know what I mean? False narrative sideways when it comes to this. Somebody almost being sure of what you being happy and filled with joy. It's something about this North Node energy, you know what I mean, that somebody was lying when it came to this manipulation and the reverse of you being unbothered. It's given that they tried to make it seem like, you know, you were bothered or something like that, like something was not true, you know what I mean, when it came to your progression, when it came to you being happy, you being fulfilled, again. But you got this manipulation in the reverse when it comes to this jealous, envious person in this energy. You know what I mean? It's like they can't mess with your energy. You done let a situation go. You sacrificed the situation. Look, matured. Empress energy with the rising star, baby. You stepping into position. You already done moved on. Somebody don't have the ties that they once had. They don't have the pull. They ain't got the nothing. You know what I mean? So with this mature woman, you know what I mean, and moving on, it's given that, like with your mindset, you know, you're mature enough to be able to accept the situation to be what it is, you know, and it is what it is, and you cool with that. You don't care about anything. So remember what I said with that shake it off and this false narrative is making sense now. Because remember I said, she said that I got nothing in my brain, at least that's what people say, you know, damn, I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. You know, she kept saying a lot about what people say when she first came in. That's what people say. And she said, but I keep moving. Can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my heart saying it's going to be all right. That's that faith. Because the haters going to hate. The fakers gonna fake. I'ma just shake, or whatever she say, shake it off. You know what I'm telling you. Cause she even said, she said, I'm moving on my own. I make my moves up as I go. And that's what they don't know. Cause I fucks with Taylor. That's what they don't know. It's a lot. Like, people is really giving like a double mirror type thing. It just wasn't what somebody thought it was. And with this rise and star energy, you know, it's something about you being on the rise spiritually, you being on the rise intellectually, you being on the rise financially. Like, it's something about you being under the spotlight. It might be some type of speaking that you're doing or something like that. And again, you got this third party off to the side that's getting a new perspective about this hustling backwards that was going on. It's really given that you may be teaching somebody something. It's something with you balancing out some type of energy, because something was going on for a certain amount of time. Yeah. Look. Transition. Rising star. Look. Ending. Unbothered. Change. It's something about you speaking about some type of ending or laying something to rest or something like that. It's laying it to rest. That's what they don't know. That's what's being illuminated. R.I.P. Deuces. Look, what she say? Unbothered by the change, baby. The change seemed like it match you. It looks good on you. You know what I mean? What's this community? What's this death with this community? Shit, you got something going on right now when it comes to this transition with this third party energy. It did touch the rising star a little bit, so I don't know. We gonna see if somebody trying to play in your energy or what it is. This third party watching you feeling a certain type of way and trying to take certain action either way it go, you know. Look, healer. Justice on the bottom of the deck. We ain't playing with this whole alchemizing. Stop playing now. Distant future, this community right now. It's something about some actual money when it comes to this self-love and this ritual. Actual money. Manifesting. Off of your divinity, your devotion. It's something about some type of spiritual guidance. Again, some type of healing energy. Very nurturing energy. It's something about a prophetic energy. Slow it down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Again, with that patience and that moderation, it's something about you manifesting some type of enlightenment, some type of guidance. And with these thoughts, you know, it's some type of reoccurring thoughts being broken down, or you inserting some type of love, or it's a flipping of an energy, a reversing of an energy. Again, that alchemizing. What is this? Travel. It was some type of false narratives about your movement. Manifested thoughts of this North Node energy community right now. Somebody is watching you manifest this. And it's something about, again, with these thoughts, it's breaking down the thoughts of what somebody has. Somebody didn't have an understanding when it comes to this travel, this movement, again, and this false narrative that they was expecting to be happy off of whatever decisions it was that they was making. Somebody is not surprised that they were unable to manipulate you. They're not surprised because they had to do something excessively. They had to do something over and over and over again. Somebody may have had some type of addictions, like something was a game to them. And you got this hello energy in the reverse, which means that you are not communicating with somebody. Being this mature woman, you done already moved on. You accepted the situation for exactly what it is, and shit, you stepping into position. You ain't forcing nobody else to do nothing. Somebody is having some type of delays, or again, some type of stagnant energy when it comes to them moving forward. You got animosity. They pissed off about you being this rising star. They can't keep on walking on their journey because they too busy pausing and looking over at your shit, watching you, trying to see what you doing type thing. And it's causing some type of breakdown. Again, it was a sudden change to the way that you being presented now. Animosity, this whole mad look, because they bound to this transition. They bound to these endings. It's some type of death energy somebody sent out or something like that. It's more so what I'm hearing. Somebody is tied. They feel restricted. Again, it's like they can't do nothing either. It's nothing that they can do. It's nothing that they can say. It's like they're at a brick wall. And again, that's the balancing of the situation. It's due to all of the investing that they did. What's this ascending? You got Ice King in protection. So when it comes to gaining enlightenment about this ascending or following these good omens, you got an Ice King when it came to this relationship. Somebody who was being very head over heart. Somebody who was coming from more so a logical standpoint and trying to remove the emotion right now when it comes to this actual money and this self-love with this ritual. So somebody needs some type of help. Again, with this poverty next to it. Somebody needs to be pulled up out of a hole or something like that. They more so trying to figure out who they can pair up with or how they can pair themselves up with something. Again, they might even be trying to do some type of ritual or something like that to advance their money or something. When it comes to this protection, look. Protection and manifestation. Somebody trying to protect their soul. Shit, protect something. Look, R.I.P. Bondage. This entity. They're trying to find some type of protection. They may even be trying to do some type of projections like towards you or something like that with these thoughts. Send you some type of loving thoughts or something like that so that you will more so reach out to them. You would comfort them. You would protect them. You would intervene because you can call these dogs off is what I'm hearing. Yeah, but with this entity attachment, baby, it came out sideways on top of this transition and this binding. So that's also why that third party pissed off. Somebody wants protection from this entity. Whatever it is that they done conjured, it's causing a whole lot of endings. A lot of things are crumbling. Look, real love sideways when it comes to this entity and love, baby, unconditional love. That means this entity gonna go the lengths. When it comes to this traveling and this false narrative, somebody went and pulled something. I don't know where they pulled it from, but baby, they went and got it. They went and got it. High priestess energy. Confused, earth angel, karmic masculine, voodoo, karmic film, flying monkey. Yeah, they even got they little homie lover friend involved on it. Everybody getting their ass tossed up now. Everybody scared. It seems like this hole already falling down, but now this karmic masculine. Yeah. And I don't know what type of entity, baby, but this entity ain't going nowhere. This entity is in love. This entity is it's unconditional. You know what loving without conditions mean? Yeah. Real love. In the name of real love. Some toxic shit. Some destructive two heads being better than one. Some type of lustful energy, temptation. Somebody was very tempted. Look, when it came to this travel due to a false narrative that could make this happen, I'm sure they was expecting to be happy. I'm telling you. They was expecting to be happy. Or somebody convinced them that they was going to be happy. And you got emotional pain in all actuality. Entity attachment, baby, with unconditional love, real love, which is causing emotional pain, and somebody is not surprised that they was not able to manipulate you. They feel a certain type of way about the force that you have around you, the protection that you have around you, your energy, because that's what they need right now. I'm telling you, that's why they want to seek coverage. Look, intuition, intuitive kid, in sideways, highly intuitive person. R.I.P. Bondage. I could easily say that it's ending some type of bondage, but I ain't even gonna play with you like that because of the way it's laid across. The only one that's being freed from this is this rising star energy, in which I'm gonna let it ride and say that it's you. But baby, if it ain't you and you getting your ass tossed up, you know what role you play in this situation too. We ain't gonna be delusional. Nah, what we're not gonna do, but yeah, somebody's intuition is being bound. It's being locked up or something like that. It's some type of, again, negative energy when it comes to this highly intuitive person that's not saying something when it comes to this mature woman moving on from this soulmate energy. What is this? Who is this? Voodoo. Animosity. Look, somebody did voodoo. Hey, but it's also something about your rank spiritually. Because remember, I said from the very beginning that this priest in the reverse, somebody didn't have a rank to maneuver the way that they was trying to maneuver. But it's something about some type of African ritualistic rites, or Caribbean ritualistic rites, or you know what I mean? Whatever it is that your culture is, it's like you got rank in your tribe is what I'm hearing. So it's something with your bloodline, like that recycling of your bloodline. You done did some shit. You done, hey, look, death magic on the bottom of the deck, and you see me playing with the card. They're just trying to end some shit. They're just trying to mess with your spirit. Make something seem like it's off with your mind. Courthouse in the reverse, in an unjust way. In an unjust way. Keep it on the low. Keep it real, you know what I mean? Under the table. Don't nobody know about it. You don't get no justice, you know? They don't go under judgment. You know, none of that. None of that. Now somebody needs some type of mercy or some type of forgiveness or something like that. But when you was in a position, before you got into this rising star position, they was completely unbothered with the way that things was changing for you. See, when you started to take off them play clothes, is what I'm going to call them. Somebody thought that you was being stripped down, like you wasn't going to have nothing. But it's like you took off them play clothes to put on some more elegant shit. Or you took off them play clothes to put on some more snazzy. You know, you took them play clothes off to put on some real clothes type shit, like to put that shit on. You know what I mean? And now with this courthouse energy being in the reverse, this unjust voodoo that they did, that is absolutely backfiring. Now they need some type of mercy because of this bondage. And remember I said somebody trying to seek shelter under you because it seemed like somebody else already know they're doomed. You know? Yeah. Yeah. It just, I don't even know. I lost my damn train of thought going, look, concerned with the transition. Baby, please help poverty. This Ice King energy, they concerned. This person trying to be logical now. They trying to remove their emotions. Because remember, at first they was pissed off and the only thing that they could see was the money. But see, I say, if it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. I ain't picking up, remember? Ain't no needing you wasting my time. Stop calling my line. He said, I ain't trying to hear what you say. I ain't finna do shit. What'd he say? If it ain't about the money. That's how this person was operating. And see, that's my thing. That's what they get for getting caught up in that illusion. Because, yeah, T.I. made that song, and that song is a motherfucking, yeah, I mean, it's a hit. But then he also doubled back over with the TV show, The Family Man. You know what I mean? He real family incorporated. He real, you know what I mean? So the illusion was if it ain't about the money. But then it really wasn't an illusion because he putting the whole fam on into, hey, we ain't got to go into that. Either way it go, that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. They concerned. What is this concern? Somebody feels like it's only a matter of time. They need help because it's only a matter of time. For this entity get on their ass, they need somebody with high honor to protect them. Protect them. Manifest some type of divinity. It's like a manifesting a life token. Somebody manifesting a halo. Somebody want to buy a halo. They want to buy a halo. They want some type of authority. Some type of control. Look. Twin flame. Told you. Because right now, baby, they twin flaming with a goddamn entity. This entity has taken over this third party's body is what this is giving me. Again, a mirroring person. Look, karmic, that's what I'm saying. Somebody wanted to be karmic. They wanted to be a heavy hitter. They you know what I mean, by any means. They want to say whatever it was. They want to say, do whatever they want to do, think whatever they want to think. And divine is showing them that you going to be mindful. You going to be careful. What she say, be careful what you say to me, because it might turn around on you. Be careful what you do to me, because somebody might do it to you. Look, nice guy energy and bondage when it comes to this death. So that's what I'm saying too. He been on the bottom of the deck the whole time. He's showing up as a king of cups, but he evil eyeing the whole situation because he had involvement in this shit. We gonna go ahead and put him out here with this twin flame energy, this mirroring energy of this nice guy, and then right next to this real love. That's what somebody else was able to do to them too, in order to get them to travel with this false narrative that they was going to be happy, get them to go somewhere, get them to take some type of action. Somebody may have even did some type of astral traveling or something like that. Somebody may have met up with another person in dream world, or somebody was doing something. Achievements in the reverse. Look, the only goddamn thing they achieved was some type of emotional pain, and they is not surprised that they was not able to manipulate you anywhere. You know, like I say too, green eggs and ham, baby. They couldn't manipulate you here. They couldn't manipulate you there. They couldn't manipulate you anywhere. Not here, not there, not on the bus, not in the tree, not in the car, not in the rain. What'd he say? And I know it ain't rhyming, baby. We been, but understand how all over the place they was when they was trying to tag you. And it's like, yeah, nah, got you, bitch. Legal, look. Legally. Some type of scales is being balanced out. You an empress, healer. Look, love spell on the healer. Somebody did voodoo. A love spell. Probably tried to make you feel a certain type of way about yourself or something like that. I don't know. Bring you to them. Make you feel low enough to want them. But it's something with you healing this energy again. You alchemized it on your own. They wanted justice to be served under the table, so you serving shit under the table. And now they want to come out with their hands up talking about, hold on, you know what I mean? And it's like, hold on. What are we talking about? Like this, you said we was under the table. I never said we was under the table. Shit, I ain't even care about this. You sent the mail to me. I simply just opened it. You know? I'm not understanding. Let's get back under the table type motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because somebody, they ain't got it. They ain't got it. They want you to heal this injustice, though. They want you to heal this, you know what I mean? This, be merciful. Help them cut this string. Hey, if you ain't gonna cut the rope off their hands, please just cut the tape off their mouth. And it's like you don't have anything to do with any of it. Any of it. You know what I mean? Your energy is obsolete. Your energy is completely not involved in this situation. And my best advice to you is don't get it involved either. With this relationship in the reverse, somebody is non-committal. They like discipline, tyrant, real reckless. They do what they want, when they want, how they want. You know, it ain't until they need help or they need something that they actually know how to be a human. Starseed energy. They concerned because they violated on dimensional levels. That seemed unnecessary, spirit. Multi-dimensional levels. It sounds like some Star Wars shit. Hey, but they violated. They confirmed. There's something about you having some type of celestial blood or some type of galactic energy. It's I don't know, with this influence that you have, but your influence is not just here. You ain't even know. Yeah, veil. Look, starseed energy, it was veiled. Your high honor, your protection, your ability to manifest your divinity. Everything about you was covered. It's like it was mysterious. It was hidden, but somebody should have known. Because what he said, thou do not tempt me. Look, with the lust in the reverse. That's what was covered. This twin flame energy. You wouldn't know. Nah. It's something with you releasing yourself from this this entity attachment when it came to this twin flame. It's really given that you necessarily didn't match another person on an energetic level, but it was power. Like, just as much devotion as you had to seeing things through, they had to stopping them or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like a opposing energy, the complete opposite, but the strength was matched. But again, what was veiled is what is this? Unexpected money. When it comes to this nice guy energy, somebody was, it's even giving me like somebody, like they agreed to attach an entity to them so that they could come and attach it to you, in which it was supposed to get them some type of unexpected money, some type of, you know, this can speak of spiritual inheritance, you know, your gifts, your bloodline, like the access, the rank, shit, the movements, the ability, like it has a lot to do with access. I'm hearing access and gates or something like that. Look, ancestors in the reverse with the occupation in the reverse. Your ancestors wasn't going for that shit. It's like somebody didn't take something serious. Unexpected money. Look, ancestors in the reverse. They didn't get that. Your ancestors wasn't fucking with that. Your ancestors knew the fraud. Achievements in the reverse. The only thing they achieved again was that emotional pain. What we got here next, being broken down due to what they thought they knew. They find feeling like they don't know nothing. They don't know what they know no more, because you know what I mean, just, and they not surprised, because damn, they were never able to manipulate you. So how in the hell did they think that they was gonna be able to manipulate you all of a sudden, Libra? I don't know. They know that you the sign of truth and honesty, right? Occupation in the reverse with the legally, highly intuitive. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. They knew that legally, with you moving on from a situation, that the occupation was coming with you. I find out what he say. That name got my daddy blood on it. God damn it. Look, enamor. It's some type of awe or like admiration or something like that. That somebody grew is what I'm hearing, in isolation or something like that. But it was something that took place because of a love spell. Or it was more so the karma of a love spell, the backlash of a love spell when it came to this voodoo. Somebody did all type of shit, lit all type of candles, awakening when it came to this family. Fucked around and awakened the healer. You got a King of Wands in the reverse with this boss energy. Somebody with some type of warlock energy. Look, Earth Angel, they woke your ass up. How do that go? That finesse. He said, bulletproof Cadillac, I'm moving around this bitch like riding, right? He's been quiet. He said they must retire. And he said they gave up. This must gave up. They laid up, they stayed up or something. He said they gave up. Something about the rappers, and he was saying like finesse, you know what I mean? And he's saying they done been quiet, like they must retire. He said they done gave up, they laid up, they dazed up. Look at me, I phased up. They went to sleep, I stayed up. Woke them up, they wide awake. Just took my whole out of state. He said they expired. Take them off the shelf. Take them off the shelf. They out of date. Hey, I don't even know why that just stood out to me. I'm telling you, it's this new beginning, this notification. Somebody awakened into this family energy. I'm telling you, they wasn't able to do something. They just now realizing that you healed something. Truth of the situation. With them being honest. With the scales being balanced out. They just now realizing you healed it. Like he said, they gave up. They laid up. They went to sleep. He said they went to sleep. I stayed up. Hey, on God. Wake them up. They wide awake. Okay, yeah. You was working. You was working. This thief tried to take something from your family. This celestial family. This starseed energy. That's why they concerned. They was fully aware of what they was doing. Like they guilty as charged. They're going to be charged accordingly type thing. And the thing is, because you had to handle the situation the way you had to, that's why, you know what I mean, even with this courthouse, this judgment being in the reverse, they still being judged. Because it was done under the table, but because, again, of the actions, you woke up, the way that you had to pull from, attention. Thief energy, family. King of Wands in the reverse. That's what was veiled. High honor warlock. It's been a sudden change, though. Some type of breakdown. Some inner breakdown. When it comes to this new beginning with this lustful energy in the reverse. And this twin flame. Again, that entity attachment, that unconditional love, that dear mother, that's for you. My girl, my guy. Whoever. That's for you. It was a hidden new beginning. Some type of illusion that somebody had when they thought that they was going to be able to, whatever they thought they was going to be able to. Baby, they're getting a message of concern when it comes to this unexpected money, though. This inheritance, this moving forward, these obstacles, this controlling the situation. You got a house sideways. Somebody's stability a little bit shaky, baby, when it comes to their ancestors. Their ancestors is in the reverse. Flying monkey in the reverse when it comes to this occupation in the reverse. They can't even attach themselves to a coattail. That's legal. That's justice. Damn, they got an attitude too. Don't start throwing my cards, not over. Don't throw my cards. Oh, Miss Hawking. And you got evil eye in the reverse when it comes to this gift. You ain't evil eye and shit. You don't feel no certain type of way about nothing. You don't wish nobody lose nothing, no, nothing like that. You know what I mean? And it's giving me that that's what's able to keep you. How can I Because it's almost making me feel like this person wanted you to not want a gift. Be skeptical about a gift. It's something with your throat chakra and your third eye chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Your ego, your ability. It's something about you grounding something in, though, this red energy as well. Your root chakra. Yeah. Ice Queen energy, mental clarity. It's something which you happen to learn how to manage emotions as well, too. Somebody wanted your emotions to be all over the place, though. All out of whack. And it's given that didn't happen. Somebody lied about you being a Jezebel as well, too. And said that it was some type of illness or something like that along your pathway. And they confused by how you in this Queen of Wands energy in the upright, focused, determined, taking action, moving forward, rich girl energy. Is something about you being very stable, financially stable, able to take care of yourself and the others around you, support your family. You have divination, so maybe you have gotten into divination, or you're using some type of spiritual gifts, or you have some type of spiritual business or something like that that's on the rise, which is bringing you abundance. Abundance by the boatload, baby. And with this Queen of Cups energy, is something about you being very stable within your emotions. You being very intuitive. You being very loving, very compassionate. That's this healer energy, this earth angel. And you got this karmic masculine in the background. Again, with some type of abuse. They may be being abused, or they got something going on with this abuse. They might be abusing somebody, but again, somebody is more so being seen as mentally, emotionally unstable. And you have imprisonment. They're being bound to some type of death magic or something like that a karmic film did when it came to this high priestess. Look, and they having conflict. Because again, the karma was abandonment. You walking away from some type of commitment when it came to this person being the opposing energy to you. They was a goddamn op. And they ain't got no access. Access was blocked to them being a mature man due to this love offer, this partnership that only came along with you. Ding dong, God damn it. Well, I can say you can leave if you want to, but that name stays here. That name got my daddy blood on it. Just like that. That name got your people blood on it. They ain't getting no rank off of you. They ain't no freebies. No, none of that. And they got to handle whatever it is that they went, wherever it is that they went and did, whatever it is that they did. Yeah, they brought that shit back home. House sideways. Ancestors can't help them. Achievements ain't none. No goals, no nothing like that, baby. Just emotional pain. And they ain't surprised that they can't even manipulate you into helping them. Ain't no goddamn help. You know? And it's basically because they burned every bridge. They wanted their own personal island so that they could be ruler. And the community, the people that they once was getting to congregate with them is no longer there. And now they're stuck on that island with no bridges. No ways to get out or anything like that. They're just on that island. Waiting for the love of their life. That entity. All right, Libra. That was your read.